An unusual exhibit opened recently at the Palos Verdes Art Center called Gloria Borealis, 100 Ways to Look at the Muse. Many prominent artists created almost 100 photos, paintings and sculptures from one single subject, Gloria the Muse. Hi, we are here in Palos Verdes, beautiful sunny California, at the Art Center's exhibit. This exhibit is about Gloria Borealis. Gloria is a lady who inspired a writer called Bondo to ask all his friends to photograph her and to exhibit her pictures from different point of view. It's fascinating and I hope you are going to enjoy it. Lara,
yes.
This exhibit is about you. You are the star of how many pictures are there here?
I think there are over 70 pictures.
70 pictures, which means 70 fantastic photographers who they all recreated you.
Unbelievable artists, some truly, truly talented artists are represented here. Yeah.
What is your feeling? What do you feel about being the star of this show?
Well, honestly, I think that I am not the star of this show. The artwork is the star of this show. And all of the artists here have such a beautiful message to share. And in a lot of respects, it isn't so much about me. I think I'm just a stand-in for inspiration for women in the universal sense. And so I could be, like I said, a stand-in for anyone's muse. Just the entire concept of the muse and inspiration and how that touches artists and causes them to create. Because this is true from the beginning of time until now and will be true until we cease to be on this planet. That people will find inspiration in one another. So I'm honored to have managed to show up and stand still for a few different photographers and am blown away by the quality of the art that's here. It's incredible.
Well, evidently you are very modest because to be the muse of such an event, you have to have a little bit more than what we all have.
I think we all have it in us. I think that if you connect with people and you are open, if you open your heart, if you open your soul, then you're always going to connect with people. You're going to find kindred spirits in the world. And this has certainly been a blessing in that way. And, meeting creative people and kindred spirits.
Well, it's a beautiful message. And we are all very proud of you. Thank you for being the muse for Bondo and being the muse for all of us.
Thank you, Ildy. Thank you very much.
The creator of this fascinating concept is Bondo Wyspolski, the well-respected art and entertainment editor at the prestigious South Bay magazine, The Easy Reader. You may enjoy this unique exhibit until December 30th, sponsored by the Palos Verdes Art Center on the Promenade. Bondo, hi! It's so nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, Ildy. Thank you very much. It's good to be on this show.
Well, this show is a fantastic, absolutely fantastic success.
Oh, this, yes.
How many pictures we had?
I'm thinking it must be at least about 90 or so.
Aha, but before that, let me introduce you. Bondo is actually the person who is the inspiration of all this, who started all this, right? And tell me a little bit about the project and what exactly or who exactly is your muse?
Okay, well, my muse is just off camera, and I met her because she was the executive director of a film festival, and I interviewed her for the newspaper that I write for. And
Tell us a little bit about the newspaper is what?
The Easy Reader, and it's in Hermosa Beach, California. California is in the United States. The United States is on the planet Earth. And I don't think I need to say more than that. And I interview people quite often, but obviously there was something special in the fact that I thought there was a little bit of depth in Laura, and I knew I would write something for her, whether it would be a song or a poem. Didn't know, had no idea, but I knew it would be something. And what happened was that I knew how I could describe her in words.
What is your feeling when you look everywhere in these walls, in this beautiful exhibit, hundreds or maybe not hundreds, but a huge amount of pictures, everywhere this beautiful woman is smiling back at you. How do you feel about that?
Well, I had mixed feelings about sharing her with the world, I really did. She turned out to be a very good subject for these artists. Was very cooperative with most of them, I think with all of them, was able to work with them very well. I think they pretty much got what they wanted as far as pictures. Happy about that.
But what do you feel when you see her looking back at you all from all those walls?
Yeah, I would say the vast majority of the pictures I like very much. I won't say that I like them all a lot, but most of them I like, I mean, I have to be honest,
Aren't you proud of yourself?
I don't know. I haven't.
Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
Haven't. It's
You should be.
Maybe it's a difficult. I don't know. There's still so much going on that I don't.
It's still overwhelming.
It is. I mean, it's something that one needs to stand back and think about a little bit, I mean, I'll go home later and I'll reflect on this, and it's one thing to be here with a lot of people and one thing to be in your solitude thinking about it and thinking what's possible, I mean, at this very moment, anything seems possible, but there are those moments where you're just not sure of things, or you're despondent, or you're don't have any hope, but...
Well, being a writer, you have a large scale of emotions and feelings, evidently, and all this comes together when you are by yourself.
Yeah, when I'm by myself, I guess, with my own thoughts and so forth, and what I had wanted to do more of was to write articles about this, about the whole experience of this. That's what I had really wanted to do. I wanted to make it more than just a photography show, but to combine literature with it as well, So a couple of articles are very different than your usual articles, and I would like to continue that. It depends how far this goes. And then what they can do with photography, maybe I can do something a little bit different with my writing,
Right. Well, being the entertainment editor of a very prestigious magazine, you do have the opportunity to do so.
I do have that opportunity at this point, and I mean, I would hope that I would do it regardless of where I am and everything else. It's but again, to have somebody like Laura as an inspiration, I mean, that helps me, that compels me a little bit to do this. I mean, that's the whole idea of a muse anyway, is a muse inspires you, and this muse inspired me and still does, and obviously seemed to inspire many of the photographers as well.
That's what art is all about. That's what art is all about being inspired by our muses.
Muses of whatever sort. I mean, in the other gallery downstairs that has some pictures from this show, not all of the muses would be women. They could be horses or sunsets or religious figures, but whatever inspires you. I'm kind of old-fashioned, that I believe in the the muse as some sort of ethereal person that you're just in awe of. You know, it's very ethereal. That's kind of my impression of a muse, and Laura seemed to fit that. Yeah.
Well, Bondo, thank you so very much for this an interesting talk.
I hope I said all the right things, and no, thank you, Ildy. It was very, very nice.
You not only said all the right things, but you did all the right things, evidently.
Well, that's very nice to hear. Thank you very much.
Thank you for offering us all this. Thank you very much in the name of the whole community. Bob, you are a legend up here on the hill of Palos Verdes. You are the Chief Executive Director, the CEO of the Art Center, which is really making a huge splash into our lives, and you are absolutely wonderful.
Well, thank you. I don't know what to say after that.
Oh yes, you have a lot to say after that. Tell us a little bit where you're coming from and what you did here, and maybe...
Well, we're now in the exhibition called The Muse. It's about 100 works of art, all on the same theme by different artists. Very nice show, and quite a nice, exciting opening this evening. As you know, for the last 2 years, we've been located in the mall here at the Promenade on the Pacific, while our art center is being renovated and reconstructed, which should be completed by the end of this year. We'll move back in sometime around March in a new and spectacular new facility. So that's what we've been doing.
And you did much more than that, because I know for sure that you did something fantastic to raise money.
Yes, I introduced the Dream House raffle to California in 2003. Yes.
Exactly.
And that's been a very important part of our income, but it's also become something widespread now in California. There are many of them since I've done that.
Well, but you were the first.
We were the first. And still the best, by the way.
And I did the first house.
Yes, you did the first house. Fabulous house, and we're very pleased to be able to work with you on that project, making it possible.
It was wonderful.
Really well, yeah.
And so you are really a legend up here. You did a lot to our community.
It's been fun. I've been here 11 years. Yes. I'm officially retired at the end of this year.
Wow.
So it's a long time.
You should be retired with a wonderful past, and be very proud of what you have done.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's been fun.
And we are very proud.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bob.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Organized all this fantastic event. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, the exhibition that's out there was organized by an artist, a guest curator named Bondo Wilpowski, and he focused his exhibition on one particular person. This exhibition here is the extension of what a muse is about. So I know Scott Hess and Ruth Weisberg, and I invited them to participate in this show. Ruth happens to her muse is her daughter. So this is a depiction of her daughter in various forms, and it's by a friend, and she uses the artwork that's from a French artist, Carat. And then Scott Hess on the other side, his work is his muse is a 400-pound dominatrix woman that tells him how to paint and what to do.
Wow!
So his muse is much different than this one.
Wild.
Yeah, but his technique is, of course, very different and is very representational, and it's very full of mystery. Like you're not sure what's going on.
That's true.
So what I wanted to extend the exhibit to create this more persona of the muse continues with different ideas.
Great, so you're very versatile.
Yes, yes.
Gloria, hi. So nice to see you again. You are evidently a wonderful artist. Look, your creation is absolutely fabulous. Tell me a little bit about what inspired you to do this beautiful piece of art.
Well, Ildy, before I met Laura, I was invited to this and I didn't know what to expect, to be honest with you. And then I thought, well, maybe let me look at some pictures of her. And I did, and I thought, well, this is something Mexican related, and Frida Kahlo is a Mexican muse. So I did that, and I then started knowing Laura a little better. So that's when I thought, let's do something more in-depth, more human. So I decided to do the muses that nobody thinks about. That has to do with domestic abuse, with depression, and being homeless. That's my work that's representing me today.
I know you're very much involved in helping people, especially the homeless, and your work is just absolutely very, not only beautiful, but also extremely humanitarian.
I do like to do social documentary. It's one of the things I specialize in. I want the world to think when they look at a photograph. I want people to remember that, we have to have compassion for the homeless people, for anybody that's in a bad situation. We have to have compassion.
Gloria, that's a beautiful message to the world, to everybody, and thank you for creating such fantastic artwork.
Thanks a lot, Ildy, for being here today.
Hi, you are an artist, I understand. My name is Ildy, and you are?
My name is Linda Gauthier.
Linda Gauthier, that's French. Parlez-vous français?
Un petit peu.
Oh, très bien. What do you think about the exhibit, and what do you think, for instance, about this picture, this particular?
Well, I think it's wonderful. It's, her face is exposed, yet there's a little lacy covering there. And she's such a beautiful model. And she has those beautiful, soulful eyes that show through the mask. And the rest of her is very soft, gentle and softly lit. Very beautiful.
Great. Well, what do you think about the exhibit itself?
Well, I enjoyed the exhibit, and I was impressed with the model, all the months of work that she put into this, and all the different emotions that she shows.
Hi, Walter.
Nice to see you again.
Very nice to see you again.
Yes.
Let me introduce you to people who don't know that you are actually a Hollywood icon, because you were the producer of Ray Charles' very last CD. So that's not a small fish, excuse me. And you are so... tell me a little bit about you and what you do, and how do you get to know and to participate in this project?
Yeah, once again, my name is Herbert Wall, and I'm a producer, but I have actually nothing to do with the show today here. I'm just a visitor, but I had something to do with the show a year ago, because that's only the second part, and I'm amazed how the Muse came along. It's now much bigger, more artists. It's certainly a big notch higher up in the quality, and I'm very excited about what I see tonight. I mean, photography, painting, with also a dance performance. It's quite amazing where this concept goes, and I'm just can congratulate you, because I think you have been also a very strong supporter of this, and of course Bondo, whose idea that was, So I'm amazed. Yeah, actually, myself, yes, I'm music producer, but my last project, when I know it's Mercedes-Benz Signature Sound. That was my last project. And with this, I was actually in Budapest this year.
You're kidding me?
Yes, I was in May.
Let's say hello to
Hello,
Budapest.
yeah. At the AES, Audio Engineering Society convention in end of May. I've been in Budapest for a whole week, and I really enjoyed it there. Beautiful city.
Oh, you did?
Yes, we introduced this project there at the convention center. Yeah. But that's enough said about me today. I mean, this exhibition is, as I said, you know, I'm just amazed how well this come together. And
it's absolutely great.
Yeah.
But can you say hello to our viewers in Budapest in Hungarian? Viszontlátásra.
Viszontlátásra. I actually really don't know what that means, but I trust you. It was a good thing to say, yes? So yes, Viszontlátásra. I really enjoyed your city. It was a wonderful stay I had, and it's amazing how beautiful it is where you guys live. Okay, see you next.
Thank you.